In this video, I want to show you the exact cold outreach strategy that has generated me 30 to 50 sales calls per month and also my clients as well. And at the same time, has helped us cash collect multiple five figures. And at the same time, other people as well who also use this system, six figures as well. Now, I've diluted it to a three-part process to make it as simple as possible for you because I know that your attention and your time is valuable. And so I've distilled it into three different parts. Now, as I said, I hope that this is the only video that you'll ever watch for cold outreach because I know how much value I'm putting into this video and it's really honestly everything that you need. And if it comes to the point where you don't understand something, just shoot me a message and I'll be happy to answer. So let me actually go through it with you. Okay. So the first thing is that you want to have a really good offer. Now, if you need an offer, watch my other videos near the start or my older videos and you'll see how we actually craft an offer. So going onto your channel and determining your channel, you have multiple channels that you can use: Instagram, LinkedIn, X/Twitter, TikTok. I wouldn't recommend that. But also you have email as well. Now, depending on your channel, will determine your demographic and psychographic. Who are the people that you're targeting? Men, women, other genders, if you wish. Their psychographic. How do they think? What is it that makes them have pain? What do they struggle with? How do they go on their day-to-day basis thinking? And what do they actually think about? For example, Instagram, we have 18 to 35-year-old creatives, coaches, solopreneurs, and service-based businesses who are highly visual, they're story driven, they're often mobile first, they're watching on their screens. Okay. The psychographic is that they seek inspiration, lifestyle, validation. So they're slightly cautious. So, they've been probably burnt previously by other gurus and other coaches, who are selling them the dream. And they value aesthetic authority. They value having good aesthetics on your Instagram. Okay. Not just like a good physique, as in good editing, good storytelling, a good brand. Okay. Social proof and vibes. Okay. The next thing is LinkedIn. A bit more professional, 25 to 45-year-olds. They're execs. Honestly, they're a bit more older as well if they're still working. Consultants, agency leads, mid to high ticket income. So they typically have a bit more cash because LinkedIn is a bit more of a curated platform. Okay. Corporate or startup aligned. Okay. Psychographic, seeks credibility, ROI, status elevation, and they responds to case studies, strategic wins, and expertise. They really care about that stuff. X, Twitter, also a really good platform as well. One that I haven't gone into personally, but I know people are doing really, really well. Shout out to, I believe his name is something Jay Molina. 20 to 40-year-old thinkers, tech heads, indie hackers, VCs, growth bros, more male skewed, which is very true. Very opinionated. You have a lot of people talking badly about others on Twitter and, sharing a lot of political values and all these things. The niche obsessed, psychographic, seek smart takes. That's so, so true. Frameworks, controversy, and loves authenticity, edge, and punchy insight. Now, my least favorite platform is TikTok, okay? And I wouldn't recommend it, but if you somehow have a TikTok shop, I don't know, like your niche is in there. Not that I work with TikTok shop creators, but they are typically much younger, obviously 16, 30-year-old creators, micro entrepreneurs, they have some side hustles, very fast paced, trend driven. Yes, very true. You'll see a lot of drop shippers, e-commerce stores on there because it works really well and having really good virality. Seeks entertainment, education, edutainment, which is very, very cool word that I put there. Buys into relatability, charisma, and quick transformation. Okay, so these platforms are very diverse in terms of who they're targeting, the demographic and psychographic. Typically, for me, for my clients, and what we do, we use Instagram because it fits our exact ICP, our niche, our demographic. Okay, now going on to the juicy part. Okay, everybody wants to know what script, what things people are saying. This is the exact thing that I'm saying. If you ever get a message from me, this is literally what I say. And if you catch me saying otherwise, then you know that I'm lying, which I'm not. So here's exactly what I say. I say, hey name. It's you can actually skip that. Not a lot of people like the hey name. It's something that people they always say. It's a bit saturated. You can say yo. I mean, personally for me, I say yo. So maybe I'm actually lying. I don't actually say this exactly. I say yo name because I just like saying yo. We've been generating 30 to 50 calls for ourselves, qualified calls, and our clients. Cool if I send over a Loom. Okay. The reason why we send a Loom video is because a Loom video is able to provide so much value to your prospect. because you actually send them a personalized Loom, which gives away your entire system. So you have the benefit of giving them value. You have the benefit of explaining your system, your funnel, a concept to them before they hop on a call with you. If you're a fitness coach, if you're a e-commerce coach, you can send them that video. Essentially, it's a mini VSL, which shows your case studies, your testimonials, and I have an entire video, which I'll show you in a minute, which explains that. But essentially, it's the same process that we use for the other platforms as well. You always want to lead the openers with value. You don't want to say, hey, are you open for a chat? That's so boring. Who wants to respond to that? I genuinely, when I look at my request, I get so angry, which is a bad thing to get. But I get so frustrated when these guys just don't know how to lead with value in their openers. Don't be like everyone else and just say, hey, how you doing? Hey, I really love your content. Don't like all my posts because I know what you're trying to do. I saw someone this morning, they liked every single one of my posts. Okay, not that many, but that's like 20. They liked every single one of my posts. And I was like, bro, what are you doing? I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to sell me on something. Why don't you open with value and give me something that I actually need? You know, some people have really good creative ideas where they send a Google Drive of their example work. Like, for example, you're an editor, you're an editing agency, you're a content agency. They sent me a example edit on what they could improve on for my videos. And I was like, okay, that's a lot of value, but that's really great. Not that I need an editor right now because we get editors for really cheap, but leading with value is what you want to do. Okay. Now switching on to other platforms. LinkedIn, what I really like to say is that I've worked or I've noticed your work in an industry. And for example, I've helped someone else in your industry as well. And I had a few ideas which could book you 30, 50 calls per month. And we're doing this for other industry clients. So like I said, cool if I send a Loom over. Very, very nice. Very, very cool. You could even change that to saying, cool if I ask a couple of questions so I can film you the best personalized Loom. That's even better. Okay. Next thing is on Twitter. Yo, name. Saw your thread on topic stuff. Been helping other folks, so almost similar to LinkedIn. Okay. Qualified calls per month, spending without spending a single cent on ads. Cool. Want to see quick Loom with a breakdown that's custom for you. Very straightforward. TikTok, like I said, I don't really like this platform, but if you really want to, love your TikTok. Sure, compliment them. Even make it personalized if you want to. Had me hooked. We've been helping creators do this, book this many calls without dancing or ad spend. Want to see a 1 minute Loom on how I could do that for you or how it's broken down. So simple, okay? And then once people reply, once you get a good positive reply, right? Then you're on. Send them the Loom, ask them a couple of questions, and this is what we do next, okay? But the first bottleneck that you could potentially experience is that they tell you to piss off, right? You get no reply, you get left on red. There's no volume in how many messages you're sending, okay? You're only sending 5 to 10 messages per day. Send 50 messages per day, okay? I don't want to have any excuse on you not being able to send messages. And if you want a bot which can send you or send people 50 messages per day, let me know. I can help you out. Maybe if I feel like it, if I'm nice enough. Okay. The next thing is that you have no leverage. You have no setters to send these messages for you, to reply for you. You have no growth partners which have been trained up to know exactly how you speak and to know exactly how to respond and get people to hop on a call and book a call for you. But really, that's an entirely different conversation. Okay. So if they reply positively, you know, they really love the opener that I gave you that you sent them. Okay. You don't want to send them the video straight away. You want to qualify them just a little bit. Okay. They could be a nobody. They could be just some random, no offense, third world country Indian dude who wants to scam you. Okay. No offense. Before I send it over, how many calls are you booking right now? Ask them. Are they booking no calls? You know, dive into a bit of pain. Figure out if they actually need your help. You can tell them as well. We help coaches do this. Tell them your offer, tell them your niche, what you do, your result, your guarantee. Okay. Determine their pain. Next thing, send them the asset. Send them the Loom. Okay. I literally made a YouTube video here, which got 58 views. Very sad, but there is so much value packed in here in this 21 very short minutes of value. Maybe my thumbnail wasn't optimized, but I don't care. There is so much value in here. I give you an entire Notion dashboard which breaks down the Loom system for you. And if you can't book a call, I cannot help you. I've literally spent so much money learning this stuff myself, spent so much time applying myself. And if you can't implement this 20-minute and even stay to watch the entire video, then you don't deserve any success, respectfully. Okay. I love you, I respect you, but you have to do the work. Okay. Send them the asset and then tell them a question. Okay. People, and I've seen this before with my clients as well, they send them an asset or like they ask a question, then people respond, they compliment them, but they don't follow up with a question. Always follow up anything you send with a question. If it's a compliment, if it's a question, end the question with a question. Okay. But obviously don't ask too many questions at once. Ask one or two questions at once. Typically just one. Okay. So give me a shout once you watched it and let me know what you think. Okay. Get an idea of what they're thinking. Okay. Next thing is, are you currently struggling with booking appointments? If this is their pain, obviously in your niche, it's going to be your niche. Figure out if they actually need your help, if they need your service, why and why not. And even if they say they don't need your help, figure out the exact numbers. For example, if you're a fitness coach, if they say, no, I'm actually chilling right now, I don't need any of your fitness coach. Okay, cool. What's your weight, bro? Like, how much do you weigh? Okay, what's your goal? Why are you so far from your goal? Do you see how we uncovered pain? We're doing a mini sort of sales call just in the DMs. We're qualifying people in the DMs. It's so easy, okay? And simply, once you figure out a pain, once you figure out you handle everything, every objection that they could possibly have, you ask them, would you want some help with that? It's so simple. And you book the call. Okay. And then the second bottleneck is that you could be having is you don't know if people have a problem. Okay. You have to really uncover the problem. Even if they push you away, they know that they are being sold to. Okay. Still figure out their pain. Okay. Genuinely try and help them. Give them value. Give them some insight in the DMs as well. Okay. The next thing is that you have no authority. You have no status. Your personal brand looks horrible. Your YouTube video looks horrible. Your thumbnails look kind of questionable. Okay. Not saying that mine are the best, but they're not the worst. You have no systems. You have no good client results. You don't care about client results. And that's the worst and the biggest mistake you can possibly have, not caring about your clients' results. Everything that I do, I put my clients first, whether it be taking a sales call or taking a call with my clients. I'll always pick my clients. I don't care about new revenue if my clients aren't getting results and if they're not being served well. And you should be caring about that as well. So, what that means for your personal brand as well is that in your stories, in your highlights, I have so many client results in my highlights. And it's exactly what you need as well. You always need to have social proof and always lead with social proof because even if you can take 5 sales calls a week, you can close all of them in the future. And in the long term, if you don't get them results, you're not going to get any more clients and you're going to have a bad rep with these people as well. It's just a reality. Okay. The next thing is following up. So when you follow up with people who don't respond to you, leave you on read, okay, or read, which is the first bottleneck, right? What you can do is simply ask them, yo, you still with me? Did I bore you? I must suck. And that was actually supposed to be an emoji right there, but it didn't appear. Next thing is you can send them another value asset, send them a case study, send them a YouTube video, send them another Loom, a personalized Loom, which speaks directly to what they needed, which you may have not have covered in your previous Loom video, okay? Send a funny waiting GIF. They actually really love these. Just search up waiting on GIF on Instagram and send that over. There's like a skeleton one that I really like to use. Did you find a spot on the schedule? Okay, so you've already sent your calendar link over. You sent your calendar link. Ask them, were you able to find a spot on the schedule? Did you struggle with finding some time on the schedule? Can I help you make it easier for you so that I can help you even further on that call? Let me know if you couldn't find a time, bro. And that's it. That's all you have to do. And if people don't want to hop on a call with you, don't force it because you're going to ruin your personal brand. Just help them as much as you can. And if they don't buy from you now, they'll buy from you later, as long as you consistently provide value to the market. Okay. And if you have a new client, well, good for you. I'm so happy for you. If you got a new client from this video, let me know. I'll be happy to, just say awesome and just share that on my story. That'll be amazing to share. I genuinely hope that when you watch this video, you get a client for yourself because that's genuinely what I want. Okay. Always providing value to the market. And if people didn't book, okay, you didn't get a client, send them back into your content ecosystem. Send them back into your YouTube videos. Send them back into your reels. Send them back into a Loom or some value asset that they can watch. So they're constantly being nurtured. Okay. They're in this process of staying stuck in the DMs for now. But once you provide them with so much value and so much purpose in your content, eventually all the follow-ups, all of the messaging that you've done with them back and forth, leveraging all the time that your seller has spent messaging these people, you will eventually have a new client, whether it be high ticket, whether it be low ticket. Eventually they will buy. Eventually they will buy. If that is still their prerogative, of course. And that's really it. Like I said, I genuinely hope that you found value in this video. I genuinely hope that you were able to book a call with this system. I've made it so easy to do cold outreach, okay? And don't believe that this stuff is dead. It's not, okay? I send 50 messages out per day. I get a response rate of between 7 to 14%. So literally 10 new leads, if my math is correct, every day. 10 new leads from cold. They're not even my followers. They're other people's followers who they spend a lot of money to get time editing, making those videos. And I literally message those people for free. So why can't you as well? And that's all for today. Hope you had a good day.